I'm not saying this always happens, but if you apply to a job and that job requires that you give references, please, please, please put references that you know will answer the phone. You see this requirement in more professional roles like executive assistant or engineering or tech roles, but please make sure that your references know that they are a reference and that they can speak on your behalf. There are 4 things that this reference should be able to speak about. First and foremost, they should be able to speak about your work performance and skills. They should be able to speak about how well you performed your job and the skills that you utilized when working at the company. They should also be able to speak about how reliable and dependable you were while working at the company. You should be more than just a doer, but a person who actually showed up and yielded results every time you worked. They also should be able to speak about your attitude and your potential. Even some of the best employees are shortlisted or cast to the side when asked about their attitude and they were hard to deal with or they always had an excuse, even if they got the job done. They should also be able to speak about your growth, how you started at one place and progressed to another place, and they should be able to speak about how well they think your potential is when going and moving on to another role. This day and age, a lot of us use our friends as professional sources, but if possible, reach back out to individuals that know your work ethic, or if you do decide to use a friend or a personal reference, then please make sure that they know what they should be speaking about and how they should be able to answer. Because one thing we as hiring managers can do, we can pick up on when someone is lying, and we can also pick up on when somebody is hanging off the cuff when they're speaking about someone because they were not prepared. If you are looking for a way to get around this, if you don't have references or you do not want to provide references, and you are looking for someone who can speak on your behalf when trying to match with the job, then you should consider staffing agencies. Most staffing agencies receive your resume and match you to a specific skill set. There may be an initial interview with the manager at the staffing agency, but a lot of times you do not have to worry about references. Not only are you added to their roster of people who are available to work, but this also cuts down on the time it takes to get hired and get matched with a job that you will excel in. Now you go from being a regular person with an application or resume submitted, but someone who now has someone that is a trusted source to vouch for you on their behalf. If you don't know which staffing agencies offer remote offerings, there is a resource at the link in my bio that gives you 250 online staffing agencies.